All right, Ryan here, still reviews, and this is a different kind of video. What we're going to do here is review two wallets. We're going to check out my late Paw-Paw's wallet, which was just given to me. My father found it, and this is the last wallet he had before he passed. So we're going to call that Paw-Paw's wallet in the title. This is the wallet I'm using right now. We'll review this. I paid, it may have been $3 for this wallet, $3 to $5 for this wallet. It was on some random shop app store, and I believe that it arrived pretty quickly. So I'm not sure it was even sent from China. Been having it for a while. Surprisingly, I've been having it, and it's been stuffed. I have a George Costanza wallet, and I've had this wallet for 3 or 4 months, maybe. And it's holding up well. The stitching is holding up. None of the compartments have busted out. What I've done is I've taken the time to cover personal information on IDs and cards and insurance and things like that with tape. So kind of a cool video, I guess, if you just want to see what's in some guy's wallet. And I'll just kind of freestyle it, and I'll show my appreciation for the sentimental value of having Paw-Paw's wallet. And the style of Paw-Paw's wallet is cool because it has what's called a flip-up ID something, but it's vertical. And I think that's neat. I've had one before that was horizontal, but not vertical. So this is pretty cool. And this is a George brand wallet. You might be familiar. That's from Walmart. I've seen these online for, I think, $20 at Walmart. I've seen them for sale on eBay new for $14. And it's a brown wallet. I usually don't get a brown wallet. I usually get black wallets. Why? Because I wear black stuff all the time. So let's take a look here. This is brown with light stitching on the inside of Paw-Paw's wallet. It does have RFID protection. I'm not sure if that means everything is RFID protected, or does the RFID go all the way around and it's only protected when it's closed? Not sure, and I'm not going to cut it open to see, but it says genuine leather. It's made in India. It does have a model number. The model number is, well, RN number is 52469. 100% leather on that tag, and the leather is genuine leather. So what is genuine leather? No, genuine leather in a wallet that's $20 or sub $20. How can that be? Well, there's different names for different types of leather, and genuine leather is going to be, it's not considered high quality. It's made of layers of the animal's hide that remain after the top grain and the full grain layers are removed. That's the good stuff, right? The premium. The lower layers, then they kind of do a little magic on it to give it a different look, right? So they sand it, they dye it, can get embossed, and they look like a higher grade leather. And that's really good, but does it perform like a higher grade leather? No, they don't. Certainly not as durable. And they typically age poorly. And I'm not sure what you can do to genuine leather to make it last longer. I'm not sure if you can oil it or anything like that. We're going to leave it as is. It's a fine looking wallet. This is that flip up. It's that flip up boop bop right there. And it's this window in the window, I guess that's to help you pull it out, has left a ring and an imprint, indention, a score into the wallet right there. It's nice looking, and I don't know how often Paw-Paw was whipping things out of his wallet and stuff, especially later in life, but it's in great shape. And it's got 2 bill areas. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 card slots, 9, 10, 11 card slots. Not too shabby. Doesn't seem like I counted that correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 12 card slots. ID flip up. Is this removable? Not removable. It is stitched in, which I really like that. It is stitched in. I had one time that had like a plastic slidey in and out deal, and it would come out all the time. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. And then you can tuck some stuff in here. You can tuck stuff behind the middle. Sometimes it's not an option on wallets. And it's actually a 2-phase tuckaroo, because this is sealed off and this one's sealed off. So That's a different kind of feature. Usually there's just one, but you kind of get a double doozy. Really nice. All right, so here's the wallet from some random store. I don't have that information in front of me, from off a shop. And like I said, it was less than $5 shipped. Did I have a coupon or a deal that's stacked in there? I can't remember, but I was like, this is absurdly cheap. And there were so many options. So what I'll do is when I publish this video, I'll go back in my shop history and try to put a link to that store or a link directly to their wallets if I can and if I remember. All right. This one has an ID window stitched in on the left. This is pretty small. This may not look smaller than this. I'm telling you, when I got this wallet, I was like, the size is odd. Everything fits like too tightly in it. And then, of course, I've got so much crap that it's blown out now. Costanza style, right? So what do we have in this wallet? Well, let's see the storage again. We have ID, and I've got some junk cram behind it. And then we have these loosey-goosey. You can see where the inexpensiveness is coming from here. But these loosey-goosey slots here, there's no claim of any type of leather on this one. A few loosey-goosey slots there. One zipper part in the billfold area, which could be handy, and it's divided. So that gives you 1, 2, 3 areas there. What's in this wallet when we make this transfer? And what I'll have to do is I'll just pull everything out to show you what a random guy has in his wallet. And then I'm going to have to cut the video or pause it, peel off all the tape, load this wallet, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the wallet loaded up. All right, we got a Regions card, Regions Bank. Regions Bank used to be Hibernia. And I believe these cards are only in the South. I mean, Regions Bank is only in the South. Okay. We've got a PayPal card. PayPal loves to get the fees. When they were completely tied into eBay, they could be a nightmare. Way back in the day, there was a hurricane in like 2002, I believe. 2002, 2003, and we needed to get out of Dodge and evacuate, go get a hotel room. The day before we had to evacuate, and this is some praise for PayPal from that long ago, they had a guy, an Indian guy, who was working on a web design project with me that I was paying him, and I got scammed. I was naive, and I got, sent to a phishing site that he made it look like it was PayPal India, but it was not. And he captured all my credentials for PayPal and took all the money out and then some. And at that point, I had a couple thousand in PayPal, and I was keeping probably more money in there than I was on my checking account, because I was like, I had to tell my girlfriend, like, oh, I don't have the money for us to, secure the hotel room and everything. Thankfully, I remember it was in a day. PayPal reversed all that money back to me, and it was pretty good service. Now, the 20-something years after that, a lot of complaints about PayPal. Account constantly getting locked, asking for the same verification over and over, because I deal with international clients with silly reviews and other stuff that I do that's not silly reviews, that involves resellers from different countries, primarily in Asia. So I don't know, but there'll be a client that'll owe me $10. I'll send the $10, account gets locked. It's ridiculous. All right, so that's PayPal. What do we got here? We got a Venmo. Venmo is also PayPal. Did you know that? What is special about Venmo? Nothing. It's just I like to get an account with all these different finance apps, because there's always some deals to be had. And I love deals. If you've followed this site, a lot of stuff I talk about is deals. And I just like having it. Plus, you never know. I might have somebody who wants to buy something, and oh, do you have Venmo? Do you have Cash App? Do you have whatever? If that's all they have, you may lose the sale. So I just like to have all of them. Okay, Now this is One Finance is a cool one. This is a new one. This I signed up for through Walmart because they had a killer promo. I got like $25 or $30 cash back for spending $30 when I first signed up for the one account. And then I received some bonuses after that. I made some good money signing up for that one account. I don't know if they still are running those promotions, but that was a good one. And you can find that through the Walmart app. Okay, this is Current. What is Current? good for that stands out as unique to me? Nothing. I can't think of anything. But they have current credit, they have current debit, they also have 2 virtual cards. So I think I like the amount of card numbers that I could have with them. And I think something they focus on is like credit rebuilding. I'm not too sure. And I also like the designs of the cards. They're nice. Tractor Supply. I like to bring the dog to get baths at Tractor Supply when it's cold outside and I can't bathe her outside. And I've posted at least one video of that experience, and it's really nice. I can't remember if I put tape on that though. So we're going to kind of, oh, I did. Okay. So then we've got, what else we got in here? Let's see. This is Money Lion. I have recorded footage for 2 videos from Money Lion. And what I can tell you about Money Lion is they offer cash advances that can be cheap, but that is the busiest app I've ever seen in my life. There's so much going on. It's super confusing. It's hard to navigate. It's hard to remember how to navigate. And that's the problem with the footage I've already tried to record multiple times to review them, and some features and some things I don't like and do like is because Money Lion, I got confused every time I would go back to it, and I couldn't remember everything I was saying. Like I'd say, oh, okay, this is the area where you do this. And then I couldn't find that area. And it made for a worse video than usual on this channel. But Money Lion is interesting. The reason why I signed up with them is I have a couple people I met on Reddit that I message, and we tell each other when there are referral deals. He'll let me know, I'll let him know. And we sign each other up under stuff. And I have a small little network like that. And you got something for signing up and this bonus and stuff like that. So there's an opportunity to have another debit card and make a little money with signing up with someone's referral code. Revolut, that's one I like. And if any of the information I tell you about any of these financial apps pique your interest, I'll try to list as many of my own links or referral codes that I can in the description, maybe in a pinned comment. And that way, if you thought this was helpful or interesting or just want to support in general, you could sign up under me and we may get some type of kickback. All right, Revolut is cool because they give you temporary virtual debit cards online. So while I do have a physical card, that number doesn't change. I can fund the account and it's attached to my checking account at the bank, and I can get like disposable one-time use virtual debit cards. And that's something you can do for safety. It's something you can do maybe if you double up on a free trial offer, but they're really kind of strict about like, it's hard to pull off using them to sign up for a free trial multiple times because it'll say block because the vendor is trying to save the card number. It'll say it's not allowed. This type of payment isn't allowed at this vendor with this vendor. It'll say you've used a card too many times, or you've used different cards too many times with this particular vendor, whatever it is. So, but that's Revolut. What else we got in here? Oh, we got a driver's license. Boop Bob. We've got, I don't know if I put tape on these. Yeah, I did. Cash App. Good old Cash App. Everybody knows about Cash App, right? I guess Cash App is cool because, I don't know, a lot of people use it. So it comes in handy because if you need to do a transaction with someone at a yard sale or on Marketplace or Craigslist, Cash App is definitely one you want to have. And this is the card that goes with them. And then on Cash App, you can get cash advances. I think they'll like $50 or something like that. That's Cash App. Chime. Chime is, I don't know why I got Chime. And I feel like Chime was more popular a few years ago than it is now. Chime. What's special about Chime? Nothing that stands out. I'm sure they have deals where you can get 10% off if you use your Chime card at this place and that place. Can't think of anything super stand outy for Chime. Chime. I don't know. All right. That looks like maybe the end of the cards. No, we had something else. Got 2 things in here. Oh, when I used to do a little door dashing. Sometimes it was fun. Sometimes it was whack. Haven't done it in years. But this was the card that you would use when you would make an in-store like shopping pickup. And then the Dasher Direct was how you could get paid. I'm not familiar with how all that works anymore. All right, what else we got in here? This is a list of my father's medicines because he takes a lot of medicine, and when I bring him to appointments or he has surgeries or whatever, and I'm talking to the doctors and the nurses, they want to know everything he's taking. And there's a random hair in that, probably just a beard hair. But that's good to have on me, even though I have that saved on my phone as well. I don't know. It's kind of cool to pull out the visual because they could take it with them and then bring it back to me. What else we got here? Got a couple of stamps. Man, these stamps are kind of old. 2018. I wonder how much a stamp was in 2018. But I just mailed a Mother's Day card, and that thing cost 73 or 79 cents to ship, to mail. I thought that was crazy. And then I've always wondered, can you invest in stamps? Because if I had these stamps and let's say they were 60 cents in 2018, and now they're 73 or 79 cents, and I had 1,000 of them, seems like I could make a little money, or 10,000 of them. I read online about that before. A lot of people said, yeah, it sounds easy. You would think everybody's doing it. But to really get the bang for your buck, you have to maintain the stamps and they degrade over time. But these stamps have been in multiple wallets for 7 years, it seems. And I could still use them. Look, they still peel right off. So who knows? What else do we have here? Okay. Oh, these people who came to fix the garage. I thought they were really nice, so we can give them a shout out. ML Electrical and Garage Doors LLC. So, hey, you got a free promotion for being polite when you came here. And I guess this is only helpful if you live around South Carolina, Northeast Georgia. Well, actually, I think they're all over Georgia. I don't know. And then we have 2 more stamps. Doesn't say the year on that part, but they look the same. And then we got an insurance card. Oh, and then this is Greg's Tire and Service Center, and they're in Otto, North Carolina. They, I don't know if I left the review or not. I need to check, but they were really honest. Brought a truck in that seemed like something was wrong with the wheels, and they could have diagnosed and told me anything and charged anything. What it was, I overlooked that a lug nut had come loose, or more than one. And I think there were issues with, what do you call it, the posts or whatever that the lug nuts attach themselves to. I don't know. They had to order something, but it came out to under $20, and I just thought that was really honest of them. So that's Greg's Tire and Service Center in Otto, North Carolina, and they were really nice. So that's a shout out for them. So then we have a receipt, and we have some coupons. I got another receipt. Spent $1 on, clearance Arizona green tea. Scored the deal of the day there. Got it for $1 for the gallon. That was in their 75% off area. That was a win. And then I've got coupons. And if you join my Telegram channel for deals, it's called Silly Deals. So it's Telegram t.me/silly deals. You could find out deals and how to get these awesome coupons right now, cashing in on different dog food coupons. Look at this one, $5 off. You can go to Walmart. This bag of dog food, you can get the smaller one for $6.40 something. $5 off comes out to about $1.50. Free dog treats. This one is for $3. Some of them are up to $4, these coupons. This one's up to $3. If you go to Walmart, you get a 6-ounce pack of vegan strips. Those are $3.40 something. So you pay like 50 cents. I mean, come on. t.me/silly deals. So what I'm going to do now is pause the recording, load up Paw-Paw's wallet, and then we're going to check it out. Oh, and look at this one. This one I told you I got for virtually nothing from some store on the shop app. You put keys there? What is that? But it's held up well, and it does have a name on it. So if you look up Lawrence Bennett, that might help you find it. All right, we got that done. And I will say that it's a little bulgy, not quite folding over, and I really didn't do anything to trim it down. Actually, it's thicker. It's got more stuff in it now. Oh, I didn't utilize these. Have to rearrange a little bit. But overall, I'm satisfied. Everything is in. And what I can do, that's the flip, block the license, but that's the flip. So I think what I can do is like with an old baseball glove, maybe for a while, I can wrap something stretchy on here, hold it closed, and maybe it'll help it kind of form up. But that's Paw-Paw's wallet, and a longer video than usual. Do you have a favorite wallet or any questions about those financial apps? Leave them in the comments. Like, subscribe.